Hello and welcome to Greg's Channel 1. I am Greg and this is Channel 1. Now welcome back to the Disney series. Now if you have made it this far, well done. And if you are just jumping through the videos, trying to find the Disney movies that you like and you want to hear my opinions on it, well done. Now this is film number 8 and this is Make Mine Music. Now, Make Mine Music, in my personal opinion, is a fantastic film. But let's just get some of the cool stuff from Rotten Tomatoes, IMDb. So IMDb scored it a 6.4, which isn't a great score. It's alright, it's saying that it's average. It's, you know, something that you don't really need to give a go. Rotten Tomatoes, 67%. It's still pretty low. You know, Rotten Tomatoes, they're being pretty mean on Disney. Granted, though, when you look at Saludos Amigos and you look at the Three Caballeros, you can understand why. So they kind of obviously came into this a bit harsh. Now, this film was released in 1946, just after the war had finished, and it's 1 hour 15 minutes long. Doesn't feel that long, actually, because the music in it is so strong. Now, on the back of the DVD it said that there's 9 parts. There's not, there's 10. Just thought I'd say, get it right, Disney DVDs. So we'll jump right in. So the first part is called The Martins and the Coys. One thing I will say, actually, just before we get into the Martins and the Coys, one of the cool things I really loved at the start of this film is it did almost like a, you know, at a cinema, old style cinema, you'd have the name of the film and then you have the name of some of the cast alongside. It does that quite neatly, where it's got Make Mine Music, you know, with the music in the background, and then it kind of rolls down almost like a screen, almost down like the side of the cinema, with all the names of all the people that are going to be singing and all that kind of stuff. I thought that was pretty neat. I quite liked that. So let's jump right in. The first part is called The Martins and the Coys. Now this is one of my favourite sections of the entire film, because it's just such a fun segment. It's so fun. You know, it's a very bouncy song for a song about a feud between the Martins and the Coys, which all started off, if I remember rightly, purely because of the fact that one old guy from the McCoys went and stole something from the Martins. Now, you know, I absolutely, you know, love the music and the way that it changes during the song. The singing is brilliant. It's nice and neat. It's fun. You know, adds its character behind it. And, you know, the singing about the Coys and the Martins uniting later on is quite neat. And then talks about how marriage is pretty much a war. And it's kind of like, yeah, that kind of sounds about right. And the way that the music tells the story is just fantastic. You know, you understand that these two families absolutely hate each other and will kill each other first chance they get. And they do. And then when their descendants fall in love, you know, they're very disappointed. And then they're enjoying it. It's a great little segment. Anyway, let's jump into segment number 2, which was Blue Bayou. Now this had soft and sweet imagery. It really just, it makes you feel relaxed. The colour scheme's beautiful. The mood shift from the previous song is amazing, because obviously these are all just little shorts, but it does it so well. Does it better than Three Caballeros, Saludos Amigos. Does it miles better than them. It's not quite on the same level as Fantasia, but they gave it a damn good go. It's succeeding where films 6 and 7 fail, really. You know, it pulled itself together and really tried to make itself a good, strong film as a whole. So let's jump into number 3. Now this is probably my favourite bit. It's All the Cats Join In. It's a jazzy number. It's classed as a jazz interlude, and I love that. I love my jazz. I think jazz is just a beautiful style of music. one of my favorite artists actually is Phil Schofield. Give him a listen to. He's awesome. But the jazz is just such a fun musical number in that all the cats join in. Yeah, it kind of goes on to it gives a nice basic little short story of a group of young people going to the local dance hall, dancing, having fun and enjoying themselves. There's just such an explosion of colour, and the art style is beautiful. And it's a contrast from the previous one. Yeah, they're going from bouncy in number one, the Coys and the Martins, nice and soft, in Blue Bayou, boom, straight into the cats join in, great fun. And then it goes into my least favourite, which is a shame. It's my least favourite by a bit, because I just... I just felt it was a bit naff, really. Without you. It seems like the thing has been left on his own by his lover, which I thought, okay, this could be an interesting little bit of music, a little bit of interesting style. But there's no real charm in the art style, or the singing, very drab, which suits the number, but it just doesn't make me want to listen to it because the music is just... it drags you down. So I was very happy when number 5 comes in, because it's Casey at the Bat, boom, which is about baseball. Sorry about that little thing on the screen, had to get rid of it. It's a nice, fun little story where you've got the Casey's baseball team, and they want to win, and they're relying on Casey. And then, because they kind of build up that Casey's an arrogant, oh, I always win, I can hit it any time I like, and then it comes down to when he has to, and he fails. And it's a story of, don't be a cocky fool. It doesn't work. Because the one time you get cocky about it, it's going to come back and smack you in the face. Which it does with Casey. Which I thought was a very nice little moral. And it's a nice little story. Is there anything else I can really say about it? Let's have another look. No. That's it. So we'll jump to number 6. 2 Silhouettes. Simple story I love. Singing is sweet. Silhouettes change colour seamlessly, which I love, because it'll go from like a blue to a pink but it does it seamlessly and does it really, really nicely, and that really, really appealed to me. It really made me enjoy it, and yeah, it's elegant, smooth, the dancing's fluid, and keeps you invested. It looks almost realistic dancing, which it is. It looks almost like they saw someone dancing. And kind of, instead of having them show up as a picture, just coloured them in a colour. And it worked. It was truly fantastic. I like it. And it starts and ends in the same way, which is a massive thing that I like, because I'm a big fan of Blood Brothers, and it starts how it ends, and I love that. So I love that style anyway. So, points. Then goes into number 7, which is Peter and the Wolf. Now, I love this. I think this is fantastic. Something I only realised as I was listening to it. Winnie the Pooh's the narrator. I never clicked it until about halfway through, and I was like, wait, I recognise this voice. Oh my god, it's Winnie the Pooh! And he goes into, as the narrator, he goes into a bit of exposition about into the instruments, and how each instrument is each character, and that was it. Didn't go into too much, which is brilliant, and I really liked this section. I think the music was great. They managed to build up the tension really well. I was really impressed with how they built up the tension, how they made you really invested in. It's gorgeous. It kind of gives a bit of a story of, be careful what you wish for because you just might get it. Thankfully, obviously, because it's a happy story, they gave Peter the win at the end, which I liked. Not much else I can say about Peter and the Wolf. After You've Gone, mad musical medley of colours. I'm not sure how the music connects to the title of the segment, but the music was good. I liked it. Not really much else I can say about After You've Gone. Yeah, we'll leave it at that. Then we've finally got one of my favourite sections. I'm saying this a lot, aren't I? But this particular segment was fantastic. I thought the way that it was done was really, really neat. Johnny Fedora and Alice Bluebonnet. It's a love story, yet it's revolved around the hats. Now, it's a story of never giving up on love. No matter what may be thrown in your way, love will come out. Love will be out. Love will help you succeed in the end. And I love that. It's a nice, sweet story. But, it's about these two hats who get separated. They're both bought, they're separated, and then, Johnny Fedora goes looking for Alice Bluebonnet, trying to find her, but he can't find her. And then every time he finds her, he can't get to her. And then at the end, they find each other. And it was absolutely beautiful. And it made me close to tearing up. I'm not going to lie. I thought it was beautiful. It's one of those where it just really appeals to me. And then finally, it comes to part 10, which is The Whale Who Wanted to Sing at the Met, which is about a whale where all the voices and all the singing in this segment and all the voice characters are done by the same guy, Nelson Eddy. And it's about 16 minutes long, and he just goes for it. It's about an operatic whale who wants to fulfill his dream of, becoming a publicised singer. And then it comes down to a point where, unfortunately, the whale is killed by a man who believes that the whale is dangerous because he swallowed an opera singer, even though he didn't. He's just a whale who can sing. And that was quite a sad ending to the story. But I will say I loved the music. I thought as a whole it was very, very strong. And you know what? I'm going to score it a 4.2 out of 5 because that's how I rate things, obviously. So I hope you enjoyed this review. It's a little longer than than most of my other ones, most of my recent ones. But I absolutely love this film. I thought it was fantastic. I'm hoping that number 9, Fun and Fancy Free, is a good one. So if you enjoyed the video, click that like button. Subscribe if you want to. Click the notification bell if you subscribe so you can keep up to date with when my videos come out. Let me know what you think of the film. Put it down in the comment section below. I'd love to hear it. Anyway, look after yourselves, guys, and see you next time. Bye.